Tom almost missed the most important day of his life. It was Father's Day morning, and his phone was ringing. Tom was 200 miles away from home. Rain hit his truck window hard. He looked at the clock. Only 6 hours left. His daughter Emma was waiting for him. She did not know what was coming. You might think this is just another family story, but wait until you hear what happened on that highway. A phone call. A broken promise. A little girl standing by a window, watching the road. Tom gripped the wheel tighter. His heart was pounding fast. "I promised her," he whispered to himself. "I cannot break this promise." The rain grew heavier. Traffic slowed to a crawl. Somewhere behind him, dark clouds rolled in like a warning. Would Tom make it home in time? Or would this Father's Day become the day he broke his daughter's heart forever? Keep watching. You will not believe what happens next. Tom Bennett was a truck driver. He drove long routes across the country. He missed birthdays. He missed school plays. Every night on the road, he thought about his daughter Emma. She was 7 years old. She had big brown eyes, just like her mother. Tom's wife had died 2 years ago. Since then, it was just Tom and Emma. Money was tight. Jobs were hard to find. Tom took every trucking job he could get, even the long ones. He hated leaving Emma with her grandmother, but he had no choice. This year was different. Tom promised Emma something special. "I will be home for Father's Day," he said. "We will build that treehouse together." Emma had been dreaming about it for months. She had drawn pictures of it in her notebook. Every night she looked at those drawings before bed. The rain outside grew louder. Thunder cracked in the distance. Tom's old truck rattled on the wet road. He checked his phone again. No new messages. Just one text from his mother-in-law, Carol. "Emma is waiting by the window," it said. "She has been there since morning." Carol was strict. She did not always agree with Tom's choices. She often said he worked too much. She said Emma needed a father, not just a paycheck. Their relationship was tense, filled with quiet judgment. Tom sighed and pressed the gas pedal a little harder. He remembered his own father, who was never home either. He did not want to repeat that mistake. Suddenly, his phone rang again. It was Carol. Her voice sounded strange, worried, urgent. "Tom," she said, "you need to hurry. Something happened." What did she mean? Tom's chest tightened with fear. What happened? Tom shouted into the phone. Carol's voice was shaking. "Emma ran outside," she said. "She wanted to check the mailbox for your card. She slipped near the road." Tom's stomach dropped. His hands trembled on the wheel. "Is she okay?" he asked. Carol paused. "She is scared, but she is safe," she said. "She is asking for you, Tom. Only you." The rain became a storm. Visibility dropped to almost nothing. Tom could barely see the road ahead. His truck hit a patch of water and skidded slightly. His heart pounded in his chest. Then, disaster struck. Traffic stopped completely. Red lights stretched for miles. An accident had blocked the highway ahead. Tom pounded the wheel in frustration. No, not now," he said. He checked his phone. 3 hours left until Father's Day officially ended for Emma's bedtime routine. 3 hours to cross 200 miles, now stuck in traffic. You are not going to believe what Tom decided to do next. He pulled his truck onto the shoulder. He grabbed his emergency bag. He stepped out into the pouring rain. There was a small town nearby, and a bus station just 3 miles away. Running through a storm was risky, but staying stuck was worse. Tom ran. His boots splashed through deep puddles. Cars honked as he moved along the road's edge. Lightning flashed above him. He was soaked within minutes, but he did not stop. At the bus station, he found a driver about to leave. "Please," Tom begged, breathless. "My daughter needs me. It's Father's Day." The driver studied his desperate face. Then he nodded. "Get on," he said. "We'll get you as close as we can." On the bus, Tom called Carol again. "I'm coming," he said. "Tell Emma I'm coming." Carol's voice cracked. "She's crying, Tom. She thinks you forgot her." Tom closed his eyes, guilt crushing his chest. The bus rumbled through the storm. Every mile felt like an hour. Tom watched the clock, praying silently. Then, without warning, the bus engine sputtered. Smoke rose from under the hood. The driver cursed and pulled over. "I'm sorry," the driver said. "We can't go further tonight." Tom stared out into the darkness, rain streaming down the window. He was still 40 miles from home, stranded once again with no clear way forward. Tom stood in the rain outside the broken bus, staring at the empty road. For a moment, hope felt impossible. Then headlights appeared in the distance. A pickup truck slowed down beside him. An older man rolled down his window. "You look like a man in trouble," he said. Tom explained everything quickly. The storm, the traffic, his daughter waiting by the window. The stranger's eyes softened. "Get in," he said. "I know a shortcut." They drove through back roads Tom never knew existed. The stranger, whose name was Walter, said little, but his kindness spoke louder than words. "I missed my own daughter's childhood," Walter said quietly. "Work came first. I regret it every day." His honesty hit Tom hard. Finally, familiar streets appeared. Tom's neighborhood, his house, the porch light glowing through the rain. "Thank you," Tom said, voice breaking. Walter simply smiled. "Go be her father," he said. Tom ran up the driveway, soaked and exhausted. Through the window he saw her, Emma, sitting by the glass, eyes red from crying. The moment she saw him, she gasped and ran to the door. "Daddy!" she screamed, throwing herself into his arms. Tom held her tightly, rain dripping from his clothes onto her pajamas. He did not care. Nothing else mattered in that moment. "I thought you forgot me," Emma whispered, her voice trembling. Tom knelt down to her level. "I will never forget you," he said. "Not today. Not ever." Carol watched from the doorway, tears in her eyes. Her judgment melted into quiet respect. That night, despite the late hour, Tom and Emma sat on the porch. They looked at her drawings of the treehouse together. "We will build it tomorrow," Tom promised. "I will take the whole week off." Emma smiled through her tears, finally at peace. "There is one more thing you need to know." The next morning, Tom called his boss. He asked for fewer long routes. He wanted shorter trips, closer to home. It meant less money, but it meant more time with Emma. Carol pulled Tom aside before leaving. "I misjudged you," she said softly. "You really do put her first." Tom nodded, tears in his own eyes. "She's the only thing that matters," he said. Emma never knew about the bus, the storm, or the stranger named Walter. She only knew her father came home. Sometimes, the biggest sacrifices happen quietly, far from the people we love most. Tom almost missed it. But love found a way home. This story reminds us that time with family is more precious than any job or paycheck. Sometimes, we get so busy chasing success that we forget what truly matters. A promise kept, even through a storm, can change everything. If this story touched your heart, please subscribe. We share real, heartfelt stories every week, told in slow English for learners like you. Tell me in the comments, have you ever raced against time for someone you love? I would love to hear your story. Next time, we will share a story about a promise between two sisters and a secret that changed their family forever. Thank you for watching. See you in the next story.